question that we have is, what happens after we die? So back in 2009, I had the privilege of traveling to the Middle East for 3 weeks. So there, I befriended a girl who came with us on that trip. So when I shared with her that my father had passed away a few years prior, she apologized and tried to comfort me with the idea that he was in a better place. So I responded by saying, actually, he's not in heaven. So my response threw her off, and after the initial shock, she looked at me and said, "Oh, I'm sorry." So my friend Stephanie, like many others, believe that when you die, that you go to heaven or hell, depending on whether you did good or bad in your lifetime. But the question still begs to be answered. So what happens when you die? Genesis 2:7 tells us, "And the Lord God formed man of the dust from the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living being." It's simple math. God used dirt, then he breathed into the nostrils and formed the first human being. So dirt plus God's breath equals a human being. So if death is the undoing of life, then we would simply just reverse the process, right? In Genesis 3:19, God tells Adam and Eve that as a result of sin, they will have to die. And God explains the process. And just like I said, it's the reverse of the creation process. "By the sweat of your face you will eat bread, till you return to the ground, because from it you are taken, for you are dust, and to dust you shall return." Ecclesiastes 12:7 puts it this way, "Then the dust will return to the earth as it was, and the spirit will return to God who gave it." So the word spirit is referring to the breath that God has given us. It's the same breath that God breathed into Adam when he created him. So in order to have light, you need the light bulb and the source of electricity. So when you turn off the electricity, the light turns off. The light didn't go anywhere, it just doesn't exist anymore. In the same way, when we die, our bodies return to dust, and our spirits, or our breath, returns to God. The Bible calls the state that we move into when we die as sleep. In John chapter 11, Jesus refers to Lazarus' death as sleep. This he said, and after that he said to them, "Our friend Lazarus has fallen asleep, but I go so that I may awaken him out of sleep." So the Bible refers to death as a sleep that we will not wake up from until Jesus returns to wake us up. So she asked me, "So where is your dad?" "He is resting or sleeping until Jesus comes to wake him up."